The O. Henry Playhouse presents Sisters of the Golden Circle. O. Henry's stories were told with a warmth and affection, although sometimes he complicated them with adversity. And there were others which contained not only a humor, but a deep-throated chuckle. Such is the story he saw fit to entitle Sisters of the Golden Circle. It was O. Henry's way of respectfully tipping his hat to the club's ever-increasing membership list of women who wear a simple golden band on the third finger of their left hand.
Just imagine, Philip, exactly 1 year ago today, we were standing right here just watching New York City float away.
Not exactly float away, Kathy.
But you're wrong, darling. Oh, I never will forget that day. Our beautiful wedding, our honeymoon trip to Albany. Oh, it was just the most wonderful day ever. And I want to recapture it, Philip. I want us to do the same things today as we did a year ago.
All right, Kathy. Anything you say.
Remember what you said to me when we were standing here?
No, not really.
You said you loved me. And that you'd be willing to shout it from all the rooftops in the city.
Sounds kind of silly, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't think so. I want you to say it, Philip.
But Kathy, somebody might overhear us. Remember, we're no longer children.
Oh, please say it, Philip.
Kathy, I love you. And I'd be willing to shout it from all the rooftops in the city.
Well, you said it with more feeling then. Now do what you did then.
Well, what did I do?
Well, you kissed me.
Oh, but Kathy, we'll make spectacles of ourselves.
Oh, I want to be a spectacle. Even better than the first time.
I don't know what came over me.
Oh, I do. You're beginning to remember your honeymoon. Oh, Philip, remember we sat in those chairs? I want us to do it again.
Of course, darling. Anything you say.
Oh, not yet, Philip. Remember, before you sat down, you brought me a strawberry soda.
But you don't like strawberry sodas.
That doesn't matter. I didn't drink it then, and I probably won't drink it now, but I want it just the same.
All right. But it may take me a while to fight my way through the soda fountain.
Jimmy, I'm afraid.
Well, now, is that any way to begin our married life? Here you've been Mrs. James Williams now for about 2 hours. Already you're starting to have doubts. Oh, honey, don't worry. By morning we'll be in Albany. We can take a train from there to Niagara Falls and cross the Canadian border. Over there, nobody can hurt us. Oh, come on now, this is our honeymoon. This is the day I want us to remember for the rest of our lives.
Jimmy, is it right, running away?
Mary, we're not running away. We're just giving ourselves the right to build a life together.
Do you think they followed us?
Of course not, Mrs. Williams.
What do people say?
They'll say that I love you very much. They'll be right.
No, it's an absolute madhouse. People pushing, shoving, dancing, sighing at one another. Oh, really, Kathy, you'd think they'd know better.
Sit down, Philip. You must be exhausted.
Well, perhaps I should take a walk. Nothing like breathing a little fresh sea air after living in a stuffy city.
Oh, but not yet, Philip. After a while, we'll take a walk together like we did before.
All right, Kathy.
Look, Mary, I'll meet you at the Kensington Hotel in Albany. Don't worry. Remember, I love you.
What's your name, sir?
And what concern is it of yours?
Because we think you're James Williams, wanted for robbery.
Oh, but you can't take him away from me.
Why, this whole thing is preposterous. I am Philip Thomas.
Can you prove it?
Why, of course I can prove it. My wallet is filled with proper identification. Well, in my haste, I must have forgotten and left it home.
Yeah. They all say that.
Well, I don't care what they all say. I'm telling the truth.
Can anyone vouch for you?
Not unless you'll accept the word of my wife.
I told you it wouldn't work.
Kathy, what are you saying? Tell this man who I am.
Now, don't go trying to intimidate your wife. Better come along quietly, Mr. Williams. Good. You're in enough trouble without resisting arrest.
Every bride deserves a honeymoon. Good luck.
This outrage is going to cost you your badge. Do you understand? Your badge. I will settle for nothing less. And you, my dear wife, have a lot of explaining to do.
Had it been on any other day in the week except Friday, O. Henry might never have written Sisters of the Golden Circle. If it had happened before 2:30 on any Friday afternoon, again it might not have been recorded. But it was Friday, it was 2:30, and O. Henry was on his way to keep his weekly appointment with all of his friends attached to the 23rd Street Police Precinct.
Why, it's as if the whole world had gone crazy and you along with it.
Shh, Philip, everybody can hear you.
I don't care who can hear me.
Good day, Mr. O'Henry.
Officer?
You're just in time to watch me, Muldoon, earn my sergeant's stripes.
Really? What happened?
Oh, just that I captured James Williams, a dangerous fugitive.
Seems pretty upset.
He's been talking like that ever since I picked him up. I'm telling you, Mr. O'Henry, my power of deduction in this case was enormous.
I'm not a bit surprised.
Yes, sir. I was paying strict attention to my duty when I read the wanted man's description. And when it said he'd given the slip to Detective Manning, I realized he was a pretty crafty fella. But the thing which gave me the real clue was when I read he'd escaped right after his wedding ceremony.
Rather unusual. I mean, getting married while the police are searching for you.
To me, that was his fatal mistake. Because you got to remember, I was thinking just like I was the wanted man, James Williams. So I said to my partner, O'Hara, where would two newlyweds hiding from the police go? And then, out of the blue, it came to me. Where was a better place to hide than on the Hudson River boat line? So me and O'Hara boarded it at 42nd Street. And it wasn't long before I caught the culprit. Even his wife said she knew it wouldn't work. Practically made a full confession she did. Sort of proves my deduction was great, doesn't it, Mr. O'Henry?
Could also prove you've got a criminal mind, Muldoon. Now, if you're finished making a speech, you can bring up the prisoner.
Come along now. Want me to give you the details of the capture?
I've already heard them. In fact, I think everybody in the neighborhood heard them, too. Mr. Williams, is there anything you got to say?
Just this. I am going to sue this policeman and the city for having falsely accused me and for having maligned my character. Sergeant, for your knowledge, I am a respected citizen. And if what happened to me today is any indication of how the police force apprehends criminals, I can only tell you this. The criminals have no need for worry. I am not James Williams. I am Philip Thomas, co-owner of the Thomas & Peel Printing Company.
Have you any proof of your identification?
In my haste to catch the boat this afternoon, I neglected to pick up my wallet. But I ask you as a gentleman, Sergeant, do I look like the criminal type?
I don't know. But when Officer Muldoon arrested you, how do you explain your wife saying she knew it wouldn't work?
How can I explain what I can't understand? I love my wife and she loves me. But tell me, can anyone ever fully explain the actions of a woman? Kathy, I'm asking you once more. Will you please tell the sergeant who I am?
But, darling, that's what you've been trying to do. I'm afraid the police are being very stubborn. We'll just have to do it their way. And I don't think you should say any more without advice of counsel.
Kathy. This is not a game we're playing. If you don't tell the sergeant the truth, they're going to put me in jail.
Is that what you plan to do, Sergeant?
It's my duty.
Do you plan to keep him here until he can prove who he is?
This whole thing is an outrage. Why don't you call someone who knows James Williams and ask whether I'm that man?
Can't do that. You see, Detective Manning is the only man on the force that knows what Williams looks like. And he's out of town until tomorrow morning. Nothing left for me to do but book you.
Are the cells clean?
Maybe not as clean as home, but certainly good enough for the likes of him.
Are they crowded?
We have a few vacancies, so I'll see that he gets a nice cell for himself. But unfortunately, all the ones with southern exposure are taken.
Try to understand how much I'm going to miss you, darling. And remember, I'll be thinking about you every minute that you're cooped up in this horrid place.
Kathy, how can you do this to me? Please, I implore you.
It's all being done for a very just cause, Philip. Goodbye, sweetheart.
Put him in cell 21.
This way.
Pardon me. May we talk? My name is O. Henry.
My name is Williams.
Forgive me, but I really don't think it is. I think your husband was telling the truth.
Are you a policeman?
No.
Do you think it's gentlemanly to walk up to a lady and dress her, whom you've never met, and then in practically the same breath accuse her of telling an untruth?
Well, if I've offended you, I sincerely apologize. What I meant to say was that you seem so calm and collected in face of your husband's predicament.
Does that prove that I'm not Mrs. Williams?
Well, let's say it's a bit unusual. Officer Muldoon said you and your husband were married today. Well, his being arrested interfered with what I believe to be the most important day in a bride's life.
What would that be, Mr. O'Henry?
Her honeymoon.
You're right. Every bride deserves a honeymoon.
Remember your honeymoon?
Oh, yes. It was heavenly. Why, Philip and I... All right, so I am Mrs. Philip Thomas. But my intuition tells me that I'm doing the right thing.
What does your intuition tell you your husband is feeling about it?
Philip is a very kind man. And, well, I'm going to have him released first thing tomorrow. Besides, as soon as Detective Manning sees him, why, he'll have the mistake corrected immediately.
Mm-hmm. And you feel the real Mr. and Mrs. Williams are worth all the trouble you're going through?
Oh, I do. I know I'm doing the right thing. You should see them, Mr. O'Henry. They're such a darling couple, so much in love. And she so wanted to have a honeymoon. It was the least I could do.
Thank you, Mrs. Thomas. You've been very enlightening.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to find out more about this very remarkable James Williams.
I'm telling you, Mr. O'Henry, there'll be no living with my brother-in-law Muldoon from now on. My home life's ruined. Absolutely ruined. My wife's always accused me of holding him back, and now with this, it's almost worse than us going home.
Yeah, tell me, Sergeant, about the man they took off the boat, the man who just denied he was James Williams. Why was he wanted? What had he done?
Well, he worked for a man named Bimler on 28th Street. There was a robbery, and Bimler accused James Williams. Then Detective Manning arrested him.
And he was released.
Well, Williams gave the judge a sob story about the fact that this was to be his wedding day. The judge felt romantic and allowed him to be released on proper bail.
Then what happened?
Well, it seems that Manning thought that he might try to skip town, so he followed him while Williams picked up his sweetheart. And when he saw them enter St. Teresa, he decided to let them have a quiet ceremony. But after an hour, he got suspicious and went inside. And to his dismay, he found his prey had flown the coop.
You say Bimler's office is on 28th Street? Well, thank you, Sergeant. See you tomorrow.
Mr. O'Henry, if you can think of any way to discredit Muldoon, I'll be very grateful.
It's hard to say, Sergeant. Fate has a way of playing funny tricks.
Oh, this is a terrible situation. I can just hear my wife. Muldoon, if you don't stop bragging, I'll have you transferred to Hoboken.
Sorry to barge in on you like this, but your secretary isn't in the outer office.
Have no secretary. And I've been wanting to rent that extra space for nearly 6 months. Are you by any chance interested in taking it off my hands?
No,
Before you make yourself comfortable, I just want you to know, if you're a salesman, I'm not in the market to purchase anything.
Well, I guess I could be called a salesman of sorts. You see, I sell words.
A man who sells words. What's the poor world coming to? And what is it you want with me?
I want some information, Mr. Bimler. Some information about a former employee of yours, a James Williams.
He's a thief. That's what he is. Worked for me for 7 years. I trusted him like a son. And you know how he showed his gratitude? I'll tell you. Stole $200 from me out of my strong box. That's what he did.
Are you certain he's the man who took the money?
Besides me, he was the only one who knew where I kept that strong box. And what's more, he stole it because he got mixed up with some high stepper.
High stepper?
That's right. Said he needed the raise because he wanted to get married. I knew right then and there that he was mixed up with the wrong sort of a girl. I told him I was paying him top wages, $6 a week. And if that wasn't enough to support the both of them, it was only because he was marrying a girl with expensive tastes. You know, the kind of woman that likes to go to Rector's or Tony Pastor's. A high stepper, that's what I call him.
And when you refused to give him the raise, he up and stole the money.
Exactly. A painted high-stepping woman can make a man do most anything.
Before this unfortunate experience, did you ever have any other trouble with him in the 7 years he worked for you?
Nary a bit. And if he hadn't met that,
I know, high stepper. Well, I appreciate your frankness, Mr. Bimler. You've given me an altogether new picture of James Williams. Now I'll bid you good day.
Oh, just a minute. You said you sell words. What do you mean?
I write stories.
Oh, now I understand why you wanted to hear about Williams. You write for the Police Gazette.
Well, not as yet. But who knows? Someday I just might. Well, that's about all I know, Father O'Connor. I came here hoping you'd be able to tell me some more.
Well, Mr. O'Henry, far be it from me to disillusion Mr. Bimler, but young Mary is anything but a high stepper. I've known Mary and Jimmy ever since they took their first breath on Earth. I've watched them grow up together. I've observed an adolescent feeling grow into a strong, wonderfully clean love. They spent many hours with me discussing their future plans. And when I married them, I knew I was binding together for life a couple who were truly meant for each other.
And you had no idea of the trouble Jimmy was in?
Perhaps it would be better to say I didn't know the extent of his trouble. Jimmy told me that I would soon hear some startling news, but he also said that it wasn't true, that he'd done nothing wrong.
And you believed him?
Not the past tense, Mr. O'Henry. You see, I still believe him.
Weren't you worried, Father O'Connor, knowing they were heading for the Canadian border?
Well, between the spoken thought and the final action, much can happen to change one's plans.
Tell me, isn't it slightly unusual to depart by the side door?
I've heard it said that newlyweds prefer to spend their honeymoon alone.
Well, thank you for giving me so much of your time, Father O'Connor. I shall anxiously wait the end of the story.
It's a rare pleasure meeting you, Mr. Henry. For long I've been one of your most avid readers. As a matter of fact, several times I've taken a leaf from one of your stories to prove a moral issue.
Thank you, Father.
And surprising as it may sound, your story endings never come as a shock. That's because you two have a rare ability of seeing more good than bad in people. You said you'd await the end of the story. How do you propose to do that?
Oh, by keeping in touch with my friend, Sergeant McTagg. Bye, Father.
Goodbye, sir.
Just like I expected, Mr. O'Henry. That Muldoon told my wife, and she didn't let me get a wink of sleep the whole night.
Well, perhaps if...
I've come to give myself up.
Who are you, and what have you done?
I haven't done anything, but Mr. Bimler seems to think differently. I'm James Williams. This is my wife.
Very interesting. Now you have two James Williams.
Well, do you want to see my identification?
When I want to see it, I'll ask for it. If you're so innocent, why did you leave town?
Because we wanted a honeymoon, and we were afraid of what might happen to Jimmy.
Get me Detective Manning at the 14th Street Precinct. Detective Manning, this is Sergeant McTagg up at 23rd Street Station. We've got James Williams. In fact, we've got two of them. Oh, you don't say. Well, after seeing him, I'm not at all surprised. All right, Detective Manning. I'll take care of it. Now, suppose you tell me why you came back.
Well, we just couldn't see an innocent man put in jail for something he didn't do.
Then why didn't you turn yourself right in?
Well, by the time I found my husband, the boat was moving, and we couldn't get off until we got to Albany. Then we took the first train right back, and we rode all night sitting up just so we could rectify our wrong.
Wasn't there another reason why you came back?
Yes, there was. Jimmy and I started to think of the children we wanted to bring up, and we realized how unfair it would be to bring up a family knowing they could never return to this country. Jimmy didn't commit a robbery, but we know nobody will believe him, so we decided to come back and let him pay his debt to society.
Did you have your honeymoon? Well, then get out of here and have one. I just heard on the phone that old man Bimler found his money. Seems he took it out of the strong box and hid it in a drawer at home, and it wasn't until this morning that he found it.
Mary, we're free. We've got our whole life together. I love you.
Oh, Jimmy keeps saying.
I love you. I love you.
Did they catch you? No, we came back ourselves, but everything's all right. They found out that Jimmy was innocent. We're free, Miss Thomas. We're free.
I want my husband released immediately.
Oh, no. Muldoon, quick. Release Mr. Williams. What is your name?
Mrs. Philip Thomas. Did he have a comfortable night?
This is a police station, madam, not a nursing home.
The least you could have done was look in on him occasionally. Well, you should have realized that he wasn't a criminal.
So, you think by releasing me you're not going to have any trouble, huh? Well, let me tell you something.
Mr. Thomas, I apologize for your embarrassment. It was unfortunate, and I hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive us.
Well, just let me tell you something else. I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm going to see that this can never again happen to an innocent man.
Oh, Philip, do you think you should talk to the sergeant that way? Is that any way to show him our gratitude?
Gratitude? For what? And you, young lady, you've got a lot of explaining to do. Letting me rot in jail, letting him treat me like a common criminal. Kathy, why did you do it?
Oh, look at them, Philip.
Yeah, exhibitionists, that's what they are. Besides, I'm going to tell you something.
They're newlyweds, Philip. Mr. and Mrs. James Williams.
Why, he's the thief!
Oh, it was all a mistake. Don't you remember when we were married, Philip? Would you have allowed anything to prevent us from having our honeymoon? Well, that's the whole cause I've been fighting for. I realized that those two wonderful people weren't going to have a honeymoon. Well, I just had to do something. And the only thing I could think of was to have them arrest you. I just had to do it. Don't you understand?
No, I don't understand. And I guess if I did, I wouldn't love you so much. Well, come on, let's get out of here.
Where are we going?
Well, we still have our anniversary to celebrate.
And we still owe ourselves a honeymoon.
Oh, you found it.
I guess you could say that.
And as for you, Muldoon, brother-in-law or not, one more boner and you're off the force.
I only did my duty as I saw it.
Father O'Connor was right. Between the spoken thought and the final action, much can happen to change one's plans.